incredible. I started, as you know, not very long ago, about 6 weeks ago, and I was told I had a 20-point deficit. And I went there and I worked very hard, I campaigned, and I made lots of speeches and met lots of incredible people. You don't get them. And the crowds got bigger and bigger, and toward the end, it was like I didn't want to leave. I almost said, maybe I'll just never leave. And it resonated somehow. And we had a tremendous victory tonight. It was a tremendous victory. And I have to thank Bobby Knight. Boy, Bobby Knight was... I always say about, people like that, there aren't many, but it's called tough, smart, and they know how to win. And that's what our country is. We have to win again. We have to know how to win. And we haven't won. We've been losing all the time. We lose with our military. We can't beat ISIS. We lose with trade. We lose with borders. We lose with everything. We're not going to lose. We're going to start winning again. We're going to win big again. So I got back tonight, and I started watching all of the different networks. I could see immediately that we were doing very well, and it really looks like a massive victory, and it looks like we were all 57 delegates this year. I must say, in staying in various places in Indiana, we had, I turned on the television, and all I saw was negative ads, negative, one after another after another, and I called my people. And I said, how can we win? Just constantly. It was the same as Florida. There have been 60,000 negative ads. I got it right from you folks, okay? 60,000. In fact, 2 weeks ago it was 55,000. Now it's 60,000 negative ads, most of which are absolutely false and disgusting. And I said, how can anybody get rid of this? I had one evening 2 nights ago where literally they had 5 ads on in between segments of the show that I was watching. And I said, that's just incredible. And the people are so smart, they don't buy it, they get it. And tremendous amounts of money were spent. Millions and millions of dollars. And they were comparing, and they think it was probably $8 million was spent against me. And we spent $900,000. So, I mean, to me, that's the way it's supposed to go. That makes me feel really, really good. And now we're going to Nebraska, where I just hear we're doing really wonderful. I look forward to that very much. And West Virginia, and we're going to get those miners back to work. I'll tell you what. We're going to I watched her weeks ago when she was talking about the miners as if they were just numbers. And she was talking about she wants the mines closed and she will never let them work again. And let me tell you, the miners in West Virginia and Pennsylvania, which was so great to me last year, Ohio, and all over, are going to start to work again, believe me. You're going to be proud again to be miners. So we'll be going there. I must say, this tremendous run that we had started with New York when we had almost 62%. And don't forget, that's with 3 people. So 62% with 2 people is a massive landslide, but 63%, almost just a little over 62, when you have that kind of a number with 3 people, it's actually unheard of. And all throughout, it was 17 people, 15, 12, it's tremendous. And we were getting very high numbers. And some of the numbers, in my opinion, that I got in the early stages, where I'd win a state with 32%, but there were 14 people, I think that might be actually more and better than getting 62% in New York. But we never got credit for that, and now we don't need the credit because we're going after Hillary Clinton. She will not. understand trade. Her husband signed, perhaps in the history of the world, the single worst trade deal ever done. It's called NAFTA. And I was witness to the carnage over the last 6 weeks especially. Now, I've known Syracuse, and I've known Poughkeepsie, and I've known all of the different places that I visited in New York, and then Pennsylvania, and then Maryland, which treated me so great, and the people are incredible, and all of the different states, Connecticut. And I've witnessed what it's done really firsthand, and it has been indeed carnage. And we're going to change it around. We're not going to let Carrier and all of these companies just think that they can move, go to another country, make their product, sell it back to us, and we get only one thing. We get unemployment. Not going to happen anymore, folks. Not going to happen. We're going to bring back our jobs, and we're going to keep our jobs. We're not going to let the companies leave. Now, if they want to go to a different state, good luck, compete. But when they start going to different countries, and in many cases countries that devalue their currency and make it impossible for our companies to compete, that's not going to happen. Not going to happen. And if they want to do it anyway, there will be consequences, and there will be very, very serious consequences. I have to tell you that I've competed all my life, and in person. All my life, I've been in competitions, different competitions, whether it's sports or business or now for 10 months politics. And I have to tell you that I have met some of the most incredible competitors that I have ever competed against. Right here on the Republican Party, when we started off with that 17 number. And just so you understand, Ted Cruz, I don't know if he likes me or he doesn't like me, but he is one hell of a competitor. He is a top. And he has got an amazing future. He's got an amazing future. So I want to congratulate Ted. And I know how tough it is. It's tough. It's tough. I've had some moments where it was not looking so good. And it's not a great feeling. And so I understand how Ted feels, and Heidi, and their whole beautiful family. And I want to just say, though, that one tough competitor. And I can say that for the others. Chris Christie, who endorsed me, incredible guy. Dr. Ben Carson, who was right up there, one of the first. He just called me and said, it's a movement you've got going. You've got to do something, because I'll tell you what, it's an incredible movement. And Dr. Ben Carson endorsed me. And I want to tell you, that is an incredible man. And we want to keep them totally involved, because we're going to win. We're going to win in November. And that's not going to happen. Now, we can keep things going, and we're going to keep things going very nicely, but we are soon $21 trillion. It's 19 now, but with the budget that was recently done, soon it will be $21 trillion. And we're just not in the position that we were in 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, where a lot of these things took place and began taking place. So we have unbelievably good relationships with other countries. But likewise, they have to treat us fairly, and they have to understand that what we've been doing over the years has been so wrong and so unfair to the United States and to its people and to its taxpayers. So that will change, and I will tell you, they're going to end up liking us better than they do right now. They're going to respect us. In this building right upstairs. Many many foreign countries, but they have to respect us, and they have to understand where we're coming from. And you know, it is a two-way street. And the two-way street means that we're going down one side and they're coming up the other. And we're going to meet, and we are going to have something that's going to be really fabulous. Now, if that can't happen, if for some reason they want the system to continue the way it's going now, which is unfair and not good, where we're spending trillions and trillions of dollars, probably $4 trillion in the Middle East, and we have to rebuild our infrastructure, our roads, we have to rebuild our bridges, our airports, our hospitals in this country. We've become close to a third world country. You look at some of our airports, it's third world, and then you go to other countries and you see places like you've never seen. So I have to say that we are going to turn it around. We're going to build up our military bigger, better, stronger than ever before. It's the cheapest thing we can do. And we're going to have to take out ISIS, and we're going to have to take them out fast. We can't allow that. And you know, one group that's been so incredible to me are the vets, the veterans, and they've been treated so badly. We're going to get that straightened out. Now, one of the things that just happened, which to me is very exciting, and it's happened now with 2 or 3, but the Rasmussen poll came out yesterday, and in that poll, I'm now leading Hillary Clinton. They're not going to be able to do what we can do with the military. They're not going to be able to do what we're going to do on the border, including the wall. We're going to have unbelievably great relationships with the Hispanics. The Hispanics have been so incredible to me. They want jobs. Everybody wants jobs. The African Americans want jobs. We're going to bring back our jobs, and we're going to save our jobs, and people are going to have great jobs again. And this country, which is very, very divided in so many different ways, is going to become one beautiful, loving country. And we're going to love each other, we're going to cherish each other, we're going to take care of each other, and we're going to have great economic development. And we're not going to let other countries take it away from us, because that's what's been happening for far too many years. I want to thank and congratulate the Republican National Committee and Lawrence Bridges, who I just spoke to. He's doing a tremendous job. It's not an easy job, but he had 17 egos, so now I guess he's down to 1. I don't know. I'm going to ask you folks to explain the status of that, but he's done an amazing job, and I think we're going to see something really, really fantastic. I also want to thank my staff, Paul, Corey, Hope. I mean, these people, what we've been doing has been incredible. The work has been unreal. And Jared, married to my daughter, Ivanka. I mean, honestly, you know, Jared is a very successful real estate person, but I actually think he likes politics more than he likes real estate. I'm not saying. And he's very good at politics. So again, folks, this has been an amazing evening. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect it. And what Ted did is really a very brave thing to do, and a great thing to do, because we want to bring unity to the Republican Party. Yes. We have to bring unity. It's so much easier to do. Many people are calling me that you wouldn't even believe. The media, the press, they wouldn't believe. People that have said the worst things about me. I've never had things said about me like this. You know, in my businesses, I've always been very respected. People that to talk to me this way. But in politics, it's easy. The worst things, and they're calling now, and they're calling us all, and they're saying, we'd love to get on the train, the truck train they call it, but we'd love to get on the train. I actually spoke to one today, and who was vicious. I mean, this is unbelievable. And I said, I love having you, and, you know, I think it's terrific. But after what you said about me, how can you possibly join our team? And he said, Mr. Trump, don't even think about it. Don't worry about it. There'll be no problem. In other words, he's a politician. I would have had a hard time. But we have a lot of people coming, lots of congressmen. I have to thank Jeff Sessions, Senator Jeff Sessions. One of the most respected, and so many others. I mean, Sarah Palin has been from day one incredible. Jerry Falwell Jr., Liberty University. I mean, he is something. He is really a special person. They've done an incredible job, and everybody goes through Liberty. We all go through Liberty. And somehow he liked what I was saying, and perhaps he liked the way I said it. But he's a special guy, and he really has helped me. And so many pastors and ministers, and tonight I see that I won with the evangelicals, the evangelical lovers. There's no greater honor, just no greater honor. We're going to work together for many, many years. We're going to make it so good. We're going to be saying Merry Christmas again. We're going to be saying I run with women. I love women. With African Americans, we won with virtually every category. So it's just been an amazing year. So again, I want to congratulate Ted Cruz. He is a tough, smart competitor. I want to thank my wife and my family. It's an incredible family. I want to thank my staff, both my staff and my thousands and thousands of people that work for the Trump Organization. More importantly, on this evening and for what we're doing currently, my staff, where we're running for the presidency. And remember this, our theme is very simple. It's Make America Great Again. We will make America great again. We will start winning again. We will be so proud of this country very, very soon. Thank you all. Thank you very much.